Alright, hello everyone. Today, I will be ranking every Limbus identity on overall. So design, how good they are, everything. This video is not rage bait, okay? So I'm not trying to rage bait you. I'm just saying what I think is true. So yeah, don't get mad, or do get mad, I don't really care. We're gonna try and get this quick because it's like a bajillion IDs. So first we're just gonna get through with all the ones I haven't used. I won't be ranking those ones because it would make no sense. So off the top of my head, Kira Ishmael, that's her name. Never use that one. I never have. Who else have I not had? Reen Docent Rodion, a little too new for me to even use. I don't even own her. I actually don't own either of these two because I can't be bothered to get them yet. Then, I haven't used, for similar reasons, Reen Hanlu. Go up, go up. Well, I'll do this. Just real quick. So, Reen Hanlu, I have not used. Mersal. Nope. Middle Heathcliff. Here he is. This guy came out yesterday. I don't have him. He's too new. I can't even shard him yet. Reen Faust. Not used. She Faust. Can never be bothered to have it max level, but not even uptied. Same with Ryoshu. What is this? Wandering Blade? Yeah, I just can't be bothered, okay? I got too much going on. Every other... Ujat Otis. I just got too much going on to use these IDs. Okay, so we're just going to be ranking every other ID. So first we'll start off with Yi-san. Base Yi-san. If you're a base ID, you already get respect because, you know, you're iconic, you're classic, and if you use that, you're just a upstanding guy. I'll give it a C though. Yeah, it's okay. LARP, you saying? Oh, I mean, come on. I like this guy. S. He's so strong. If this was a strength tier list, he'd be here anyway. An S. Horse. Horse is pretty good. He's a horse, so that makes him pretty funny. And he's strong. But, I can already see it here. Dragoon, he's saying. Even if skill 1 clashes horribly. Skill 2. This is my first uptype 4 ID. He just keeps stabbing and stabbing and he leaps. He's so awesome. If you use this ID, I hope good things come your way. If you use this ID, I mean bad things are already coming your way because you're not going anywhere with 7 Yi-san. I'm sorry, he's just not good. The green fit, I'll give him D because he does look nice with his green suit. But aside from that, this guy's just irredeemable. He's just so bad. He is just so bad. This ID goes here. I never use this one. Smile. This guy shoots your teammates, which is pretty funny. He can team kill Ishmael, which is a bonus. But everybody else, I kind of don't like that. But he's really strong, and he's... I just remembered, though. He's based off of a fraud. Yeah. If you're based off of N-Corp fraud Gubo, can I really put you higher than a B? I mean, he's better than him. So maybe just to rub it in, I'll put him B. I think everything else evens it out. If it was just a Gubo N-Corp ID, he'd be E tier, but, you know, he's not. Oh, Reen-san. Yeah, this guy's ass, man. Mainly because I've been doing the arena event, I just had this guy go in like a nuclear bomb. It's like, okay, save me, Reen, Yi-san. Go kill them all. Because nobody else can, they're all so weak. And he goes and rolls like 50 on all his skills. And does like 3,000 damage no matter what skill it is. Overall, I like the pain too. We're kindred spirits, except I don't really kill people and cut them up, you know. Solemn Lament Isan. They were lazy with this ID, so it could be an S tier, it really could. But his in-game sprite, it just has like no detail on his suit. And I'm gonna give it a B just because I never end up choosing this one over Yisan's 50 other overpowered syncing IDs, or just fun ones I like to use. This one always falls to the side for me, so I'm gonna put him B with Fraud, Gubo, and Corb Yisan. Oh, Performative Yisan. This guy's pretty good. I like his performativeness a lot and his aura. So I'll give him A. His strength, it's whatever, you know, he does whatever, but he just is too cool, too Chinese, too, I don't know. I'm at a loss of words for his presence. W Corp A. He's an OG emo ID. Very strong. Highly recommend. Spice Bush. This is the OG S tier. Always doing 1 trillion damage in Mirror Dungeon. We love Spice Bush Isan. Oh, and hold on. This guy's like SS. He's based off of Martin, the best character in, dare I say, the best character in Project Moon. So he's automatically S. He's also based off of a great ID. Or, Ego Suit. Lantern's really cool. I like his little twig ears. Fey Lantern is kind of a annoying abnormality, but we'll forgive it because of Martin. All because of Martin. This is the best idea in the game. Let me get a zoom in. Yep, there it is. Martin, you saying? Rest in peace, Martin. I cry every time they shove your death in our face because they just love doing it so much. Blade Lineage. This ID's kind of fallen off for me. But do not sleep on it because it is very strong. It does a lot of damage in Mirror Dungeon and in normal, but it just clashes so bad, and it's fallen off pretty hard. So I can't give it A. I'll give it a B. B's respectable, so don't even think I'm rage baiting you, chat. The Reader. Okay, I promise this is not rage bait. First of all, he reads a lot. That means he's very smart. Second of all, he has a fantastic fit. Fabulous, dare I say, where I little zesty. And he has shield for millions of years. If a meteor came down to Earth, Diechi Yisang could just do his little Homer dance shield and block the whole thing. And we'll be all saved. And it'll be Diechi Yisan's hard work that did it. Not Esto, sorry. Alright, let's go with Gregor. We got Shock Centipede. Now, I don't really like charge IDs. So this one's like, it's a charge ID. But it's pretty cool. You know, it's pretty strong AoE. It's like decent all around. Design's awesome. I'll give it an A. Oh, but this one though, come on, this one is just straight ass. It's based off of Big Bird. Who's this? Liu Gregor. Oh, Liu Gregor. I like when the guy says no cap in your story, but you're just never getting work done. Speaking of, you're going to knee. I don't even know what you do, man. I don't even know. Snake Gregor. This one's just a B. I mean, it does lots of damage. It's okay. I just don't care for it that much, you know. But it's pretty good. Robotic Gregor. Oh my goodness. Triple keyword row spanner. I'm giving this one a B. because I like to play around with it a lot since it is triple keyword. It's like charge, rupture, tremor. It's really fun to mess around with. You can just shove him in and see how he can work. Spoiler, he doesn't work very well. Zwei Gregor, awesome ID. Is he S though? Sure, why not? I'm a happy guy. He could be S. He could be S. Yeah, he got the fire emoji. G Corp Gregor, I'm giving this one a D. Yeah, it's bad. It's just Roach Gregor. The Roach Otis is cool, but Roach Gregor, I don't know. He's just sad and it's not good. Night Owls Gregor. This is my favorite ID to use, I'm pretty sure. He's up there. Maybe not surpassing Lantern, but he's up there. And he got the cool hair, this cool leg, follow-ups and damage and tremor burst. Ooh la la. I like this ID. Yeah, tremor's my favorite keyword, so a lot of tremor IDs will probably be pretty high. Priest Gregor. This guy just always is. He has lots of health, but I just feel like he's always killing himself in the mirror dungeon. And his damage, I know he's meant to tank, but his damage, I just win Clash, and I don't need any tanks most of the time. He just doesn't get it done for me. He is very cool looking though, so I'll give him a B. Pirate Gregor, that skill 3 still is so satisfying when he builds up the anticipation, goes bang, and all of a sudden you shoot up by like 500 damage. Pretty awesome ID to use in poised teams, even if it has some issues. Castlevania Gregor. S, don't even sleep on this guy. Well, his path, I'll maybe put him in. No, I'm gonna give him S, but let it be known his passive is miserable to work with because you want to have him in backup, but you don't want to give your guys -7 SP for gloom damage. Like, bro, come on, you're making me lose on my Clash. He always wins his clashes though and does lots of damage, so I guess it's forgiven. Oh, Kurokuma Gregor, you're going in straight up A tier, bro. Even if you win no clashes and do no damage, you're just that guy. Firefist Gregor, shout out Firefist Gregor. I got a towel of him, so he drives my willy often. And he is skill 3, you know. Yeah. Easy S tier for me. Very strong too. Base Gregor, we'll give you a B because I feel like it. T Corp Otis. Let's be real. Are we ever really using this Tremor ID when a different one is there? Yeah, answer is no. I also don't like tax collecting IDs because they remind me of taxes in real life. And the fact that one day I'm going to have to owe instead of get a refund. So that's a major bummer. C tier. Rabbit Otis. Now this is S tier. Just because it was my Canto 9 carry. You got so much clash power, more than you reasonably need. So you could be an S tier because why not? Magic Bullet, sometimes a GOAT, sometimes a letdown. I'll average you out at B, but A because you look really cool, and you're a Lob Corporal Purgus ID, which I'm a sucker for. Oh my goodness, the OG passive user, passive spammer, G Corp Otis. It's a really cool passive. And she looks less sad than G Corp Gregor, so she can go up. She's also arguably a little bit better because of her passive. Now, people hate on this ID. They hate on it. Attention all viewers, don't let the hate deceive you for what this ID is. A B tier ID. It's not bad. It's not bad and it's good for grinding Lux Salvation, but it's kind of slow. it's kind of slow, and you have some really stinker skills in your 3 skills. So we're gonna give her a B. Some people want to see this ID dead though. Just trust me on that. Another B tier ID coming up. You're just there because I don't really have anybody else to put there. Miss W Corp Otis. Your buffs you give are pretty cool, but on your own, you're not too impressive. You're kind of just there because you're okay. So I'll put you in an okay tier. Wuthering Heights Fouls. Or Otis, my bad. It's been a long while since I've used this ID because when you got sinking monsters, why would you use Wuthering Heights Otis, you know? She's not bad. It's just sinking IDs are insane. She's pretty good though. Her aesthetic is pretty cool. I'll give her A. I'll give her A. It's crazy. I mean, it makes sense because you're based off of Gubo, and well, I guess themes make sense. Sure. We're not gonna question it. Okay. There's a nickname for this ID, but I won't say it because you know. We're gonna put it in S. Oh no, I'm out of room. What should I do? That's good. S tier. Sync Otis, do not let the haters get to you. This ID is awesome. S tier because sync IDs are awesome. And she's actually good. That skill 3 will win Clash out in and outside a mirror dungeon. She's not bad at all. She is not bad. And I'm putting her in S just to hype her up. Right, 7 Otis. She's okay. I'll put her a C. I don't use her very much. But she's okay, I mean. Another overhated ID. Another overhated ID from Otis. Reen Pointillist. Yeah. We're putting this one in B tier. She is one of the final 2-star IDs. There aren't really making those guys anymore. And for good reason. Because I'd rather have cool IDs. I mean, I like 2 stars. It was cool. But now they're just having, you know, instead of giving you an easy to get but meh ID, we'll just give you a little bit hard to get but great IDs. So that's awesome. But that's not the point. This ID is really cool, but a mirror dungeon, she just doesn't have enough power to really keep up. For normal play, though, again, she still struggles because she's a little bit weak. But she can get the job done. She's fun to use. And her design's really cool. I like the Pointillist IDs. I hope we get... I'm glad we got more Reen IDs of different ones. Pointillist is still my favorite, I would want to say. But, you know. The others are great, too. Again, off the point. Normal Otis... She can be B because why not, you know? Blade Lineage Otis, do not, again, another overhated ID. We'll put this one in B right here. Not bad at all. You could even argue A. Nobody would argue A, but you could argue A. Okay, let's move these guys up. Oh my gosh. This is how we move them up. Go up. Okay. Sinclair. Haven't used this ID. So he's going in the not used box. 7, you're going in E tier, bro. Or not 7 is way. No, you could go in D tier. I'm feeling merciful. This ID is S because he got that Furion pose. So respects for that. Maybe I should. There we go. That's Chicken Sinclair. I'll just make it taller. Fine. It's gonna be really tall now. Okay, intermission done. Obviously, as you can see, I have fixed it very well. It's beautiful now. Oh, good grief. I painted that on the wrong layer. Okay, we'll just ignore that. He can stay there. Who's next? Ncorp. This guy's been struggling. He had a good run. Mr. Ncorp Sinclair, he did top damage for a long time. But you finally fell. In a way, one respects their elders. I'll give you A tier. Because you helped me through some hard times. Some hard fights. Really, you were there. All the way up until in Canto 8. And then in Canto 6 and then Canto 7. Blunt wasn't really a theme there. It didn't do me much good. And Canto 8, by that time that came around, it was just too late. So, I'll give you A out of respect. Blade lineage, you're going in E. You're going in D. You're the worst Blade lineage ID there is. You're just there to complete the set. You're not there to contribute. Shield Sinclair. I think this might have actually been the last 2-star ID. And he's pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. He gets work done. He can get work done. I like this. His ARP, I never used him. You are a passive merchant. Even though his passive is so good, I'm tempted to put him in E. But one, he got the Fiesta fit on, and that's pretty cool. Number 2, his passive is so good. But I've never seen skill 3 hit more than like 40 damage on a crit with gifts in the mirror dungeon. I definitely have never seen it hit triple digits. What are we doing? How do you have... Literally, this guy has all the help in the world and he still manages to find a way to do no damage. He is useless. He wins no clashes. He just evades skills. No damage. Get out of here, Sinclair. Mariachi. Get me a good ID like the Thumb Sinclair, who puts in work. He puts in work. I'll give you S because he does stuff. You almost do stuff, Middle Sinclair. Your skill 1 is so bad. But aside from that, you're pretty cool. Devant Sinclair, easy S. This ID is very strong. He's my new blunt damage spammer compared to Ncorp. This guy, I feel like, has more consistent damage overall, and I don't have to worry about him as much. He also tanks things very well. Very strong ID. Even if he hurts himself most of the time, it doesn't matter because he'll get the job done or contribute well enough his part before it's time for him to go, either through retreating or death. Dawn Office, you're kind of a fraud, bro. You're kind of a fraud, but you're really cool, so I'll put you in B. Sync, you've been falling off for me lately, but I'll give you S because Sync IDs are cool, like I said. Oh, now this is rage bait, bro. It's not rage bait, but people will think I'm rage baiting. I used Talisman Sinclair before he was good. I used Talisman Sinclair without abusing Malfouls. I just used him like a normal person instead of a sweat. And I used Talisman Sinclair after the nerfs. He was my day 1. He was literally one of my first 2-star IDs back when I hated Sinclair. I thought he was lame. I'm like, dude, Sinclair sucks. And I got Talisman for my first ID. But he proved himself. He fought through it. He earned his spot in S as my day 1. Congratulations, Talisman Sinclair. May you rage bait people out of context in that spot, but they will never understand the bond we share. Anyway. Alright, Rodion, Knight of Despair, you just do too much damage. I don't even like Knight of Despair that much as an abnormality, but you're just way too strong. Like, we'll be joking if we don't put you in S. If I don't feel like playing the game or doing a challenge, I just throw you in and you just kill everything and never die. So you could be an S. Snake Rodion, I like her arm attack. It's pretty fun. Hits multiple guys. I'll put her in A. Never trust a snake. That's why I got the snake Haitia's low. Blade Lineage Rodion. You're going an E tier because you always roll tails on Sky Clearing Cut. And you don't do much else outside from winning Clash with that one skill. And I said Sinclair is the worst Blade Lineage unit. I lied. Because at least his... what does he have? Yield My Flesh? To claim their bones? At least his paralyzes. Your Sky Clearing Cut does nothing. I need a good ID to wash that bad taste out of my mouth. That bad ID taste. You're not as good as Sinclair, as I've come to find in recent times. But you're still good. Deviat Rodion. Liu Rodion. I use this ID like twice. It's kind of boring. I'll put it in B. Princess Rodion. Her supporting factor is pretty good. There's two big reasons to put this ID in A. Like the video if you get the reference. If you don't, learn about the reference. So I'll give her A. Because that's two spots, the two big spot down, I guess. Diechi Rodion, an OG S tier ID who's still tanking stuff to this day. Even if her Clash win ability is kind of bad, she just never dies. Still a reliable tank. Good for blunt. We gotta throw her on to S, you already know. You, what do you even do? What do you even do? I don't even remember what you do. You hardly do anything. You, not so bad. I'll put you in B. And then we'll do this one because this one's worse. I'll give this one a C. Again, I don't really like the T-Corp Tag Collector designs. Dang, that's crazy, Otis. She isn't that bad. Well, you know, what's done is done. Her, Rose Spanner, I like her skill too. I always like reuse coins or added coin attacks. So I'll put her in A. She's one of the charge IDs I like to use a little bit more. So that's all Rodion. How long has it been? Okay, Ishmael. I just don't like this ID. I just don't like it. It doesn't do anything for me. It just makes me kill all my guys in win rate and never kills the enemies. I don't like Reindeer Ishmael at all. I hate the Reindeer IDs unless your name is Reindeer Hanlu. And I haven't even used Reindeer Rodion. But I hate Reindeer Ishmael. I really like Maid Ishmael. This ID is actually pretty good. I'll put this one in. I hate Ishmael though, so I'm going to put it in A. But I like this ID though. I'm feeling evil. I was feeling good, but I'm feeling evil now. And I'm putting this ID. Even if I was feeling evil, this ID is going in S because it's cool. And it has Japanese words in it. ID in Japan. And then it's the soy. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Z-Tune is the biggest bum in all of Project Moon. And they just gave the biggest bum sinner the ID. That's pretty funny. D tier for the joke. I actually never used this ID, so I could put it here. But I don't even care. Actually, I have used this ID once. To try and do like combos with the way you sound. But I don't like... I didn't feel like using the ID properly. I had to put a good ID up there, like sloshing and B. Actual ID. There you go, sloshing. Ahab's really good in theory. The problem is somebody's always killing something. Especially with how strong IDs are. So she's never getting a last hit in. Like, you run this ID with other Pierce monsters like Full Stop, Hanlu, and Heathcliff, she's never getting the kill. So she just goes lower and lower in sanity, making it harder for her to even do anything. Great ID if you have the sanity, but you never do. Pretty cool. I'll put it in B. Leo Ishmael, who cares? Put this one in C. Put even this one in C. She Ishmael? What does she even do, man? She's a she ID, so that's like bonus points. I'll put her in D. Base Ishmael could go in E. Zwei Ishmael is pretty good, and the Zwei West's design is awesome. Zwei A showcases, or Zwei's uptight story just showcases Ishmael's personality, and it just got magnified to an even more unbearable degree. So I'm putting that A. Molar Boatworks. I don't use this ID much these days, but I could because it's pretty good. It got the motion sickness attack. I'll put it in A. Still a pretty good ID. BBC Ishmael. Sorry, that's what I call LCB. I should have made that clear. This ID is pretty awesome on one skill. If you have skill 3, this ID is awesome. Awesome either way. I'll put it in A. A, yeah. And Kurokumo Ishmael, an actual good ID. I'll put this one in S. It did feed the Ishmael goons, so I'm dropping it to A. Okay, Heathcliff. Chicken Heathcliff. This ID just kills people. That's kind of their whole thing. But you could tell the psychotic energy is just drooping off this guy. Kurokumo Heathcliff. Zestcliff, as we call him. S tier. I like his follow-up attacks, his bodyguard type deal. And he's not bad himself. He has lots of cool interactions. With his faction. Really like that idea. It's one of my favorite designed ones. W Corp Strawn. Cool design. But I just don't like it that much. I'll give it a B tier. Wild Hunt. Classic. People like to clown on this guy because he got outshined in recent times. But he's still cool and still good. So I'm giving him S tier out of respect and to show the haters. Full Stop. This guy just has a big gun. Never gets old. This Queequeg Heathcliff. It's a fun ID to use. The Envy Resin, we'll put in A. Hardcore, my first 3-star. And it was season 5. No, sorry, season 3. Up to Cano 5. So he was still like super good. And not falling off yet. Gancham! Like he's like an OGS tier. Come on now. Come on, son. Come on. She Heathcliff is awesome. Never used it much though. I'll put a B. The Reader Heathcliff. S. OG Rupture Spam. Even if he kind of doesn't have a use that much these days. I like his confused art of him trying to read the paper. Base Heathcliff, we'll give it a B because Heathcliff's my favorite sinner. Oomphy Heathcliff. Okay, I'm giving this guy a B because he's the first tremor color guy, but it's annoying because his tremor color just overrides the ones you actually want to keep, and it just does okay. His conversion's really whatever. Aside from that, it's just and when you don't really want him to do his main theme, it's like, why is he here? Obligatory S tier for Sunshine. I mean, come on, like, you already knew this was gonna happen. It's the joke, like, oh yeah, Sunshine potential in S tier. Yeah, okay, I'll participate. Multicrack, not a bad one. I'll put it in B. It's okay. I never use it now that there's W Corp now. So he's a cool ID looking, like, design wise, but when you uptype for End Corp Heathcliff, you see the world a little bit differently. I'm just saying. When you get that plus coin power down, you become a different person. Just saying. Okay, Hanlu K Corp. We're gonna go A tier for this guy. Oh wait, this is A tier. It's getting a little bit blurred. A tier. He's pretty good. He can't win Clash, but he's just cool. He got that Mountain Dew in him. Reindeer, hate the reindeers. Love this ID though. I like that one a lot. The Keen. This might be higher than Martin, but not quite. Yeah. The Green Mutilator. The Keen. Tun Sohorgain Hanlu. Base Hanlu, he's a happy guy. I'll give him A because I'm feeling happy. Lord Hanlu, I need my hay shells. Okay, bro, whatever you say. Yeah, you're really strong. I'm putting A because you're, like, really easy to clown on, and it's funny. This ID is just E. Vampire Hunter Hanlu, you're so cool, yet you just let me down constantly. It's sad. It really is. You always losing Clash. You always doing no damage. You always dying way too quick. And I just wonder, why did I even bring you? Even when you didn't have any good Rupture IDs really before, I'd even rather take K-Corp over you. And then Lord Han Lu came out and it's just, you're gone forever and I'm happy. Eurodivvy, classic S tier. Han Lu's already the Tremor guy because of Carnivorous Wailing. And this is like the perfect ID to go with it. It's really, I really like this ID a lot. From the way it looks to how it plays. Hook Office, pretty good. You're a bleed spammer. I'll give you B. Full stop, nobody could stop you. Nobody could put you to a full stop. S tier. W Corp, you're really cool. You're one of my favorite W Corp IDs. But you're bad. I'm sorry. B tier. You're cool though. I'd really just be ranking stuff that I don't even know. Anyway, you always let me down, Diechi Hanlu. You're supposed to be the damage. Yeah, I don't feel it from you. I think I'd rather just have a shield. But I kind of like the concept of the Diechis, how, okay, they're all the defenders, but then this guy comes in with his big key. What's it called? Like an unlocker or something? An archivist, I think? It's cool. It really is cool. But you're just always let me down, man. I'm sorry. I like this ID. I like his Liu fit the best, and also he gives you SP, and that always made me like him. I don't know why, because it isn't like an amazing SP game. Kurokumo S, easy S. Easy S tier for Kurokuma Hanlu. Okay. Hornet Mersault. Hold up. I'll show you what I think of you. We're making a new tier for you. We'll make it blue. This is what we're gonna call the tier. I think it'll tell plenty of story. Okay? Do you understand the story? This is why he's going below F in his own tier, called 557 polls. Technically, he should be in this haven't used, because I don't own him, but no, he has to get called out for not showing up in 557 polls. Do you know how much that is? And Swarm, Nelius, why didn't you just shard him with the ideality? Well, I wanted the announcers, but that's aside from the point. I should have had him in 557 polls. I got a trillion Ryoshis, a trillion Chiseds, bro. Whatever, man. Prince Mersal is truly royalty, man. This ID does a lot. He does damage, AoE. He's strong. He wins Clash. I was so impressed when I first used him. No glaze, though. YouTube Mersal, this is my guy right here. This always been my guy, because he does mad damage. He can reuse his skill on, I think it's a killed enemy or stagger or something like that. And he's an evade unit, which actually helps a lot. Diachi, we already talked about Diachi get bonus points. He's a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. We have so much in common. Reliable ID. Great ID. Strong, pierce damage. S tier. Yield my flesh to claim my bones. Also known as... What the? Come back. Also known as... Blade Lineage Mersal. This guy is B. There we go. BT. You can see him right there. Yeah, he's B tier because, like, you lose the clash, but that's all he really got going for him is that one. It's like, whoa, Aura, and he's based off of a bum, but we didn't know he was a bum till later, so really that is no non-factor here. Base Mersal, Aura, we'll put him A tier. Rhino Mersal, E tier. In Cano 9, he was just a constant disappointment. Like, bro, you just lose every clash. You do no damage. Sure, you take a hit, but I don't want you to exist just to die. Like, everybody has good luck with him except for me. Mr. 9 Clash Power or whatever it is. Oh my gosh. This guy actually, he doesn't need... Even if he got tier 5, he might be as strong as a bad unit. This guy needs like uptight tier 7 just to do anything, man. He is so bad. Another ID that exists just to take damage. He does no damage. He wins no clashes. What is he even supposed to do, man? This guy's supposed to do a lot. Thumb Mersal. Do I even gotta say anything? He's based off of Lei Hain. He does a bajillion damage. Like, I feel like it's self-explanatory if you ever seen the ID once. Diachi, slept on. He's not as cool as Isan or Rodion, but he's really the glue that brings them all together. Even if he's a little bit weaker, in my opinion, than them on his own. But just with his passives, he just gives them... Like, he, like, double their shield. They're getting, like, 150, 200 shield. He's insane. He's a moon for what he does for his teammates. W Mersal, bro, you gotta go. Just get out of here. Middle Mersal, on his own, he's whatever. but his passive is just so good. It's free SP a lot of the time. So I'm putting him in A because when you trigger his passive, it can give you such a head start in difficult battles. One of my favorite designed IDs, Dead Rabbit's Mersal. He just has so much aura. And he always surprises me too. He wins clashes I think he has no chance of winning with his admittedly weak skills. And he applies defense down on Rupture, so hey look, he may not do a lot of damage himself, but at least he can contribute on his unexpected clash wins. It says someone like on field Mariachi Sinclair, where if he surprises you and wins his clash, he's doing nothing. This guy will still do stuff on clash win. I forgot what this guy does, even though I used him a good bit. I'll just put him in C tier. Liu Mersal, you're going in E tier, bro. You're so bad. Actually, okay, Ryoshu, one of my favorite sinners. Or my OG favorite. This new ID, Aroma, an old lady, Aroma and Solitude as they more often call it. They were clearly making, as a Wall Praise ID, so clearly it's gonna be broken. So, but this one is just next level. It's insane. Like, you're doing 6 skills, 1 turn, or more, depending on how things play out. Like, this ID just is insane. It's really cool too. Again, like I said, I'm a sucker for LobCorp, even if it is just Old Lady in Solitude. Still pretty cool. It's mind-blowing how absurd that ID is. Anyway, I'll stop talking myself in circles. One of my first IDs, Liu Ryoshu. I gotta respect it for that, so I'm giving it A. It's not amazing, but it helped me in those olden days as one of my better IDs. This is my favorite design ID, and it's not bad. I'll give it S, because it's so cool. Encore Ryoshu. Shoot, this is another S tier. Even wait, it's based off another fraud. This would be S tier, but I'm gonna have to move it down to A because it's based off an Encore fraud. Tough luck. You have great skills. You're very strong. You look really cool, but Jia Quan or whatever his name is used you. Base Ryoshu, one of the better ones. I'll give it A. Cause why not? You can go here. We're getting really vague in this A space here. Anybody who just skips ahead in the video, I'm not planning for this video to do numbers, obviously, because of the amount of effort going into it. But if you just skip ahead in this video, just what is going on here, dude? Why is Sun Shower an S? What does 557 poles mean? I mean, I thought it was pretty self-explanatory. Mao Ryoshu. This one, I don't like it as much as Otis, but it's still very good. So I'll give it S anyway. Anyway, S tier. So, okay, the slash power down. This inflicts 5 slash power down on clash win. If you could get that clash win, that's in 5 slash power down? Are we for real? You'll get an A tier, because the rest of you is kind of bad. Kind of. Only kind of. In your design. But 5 slash power down is inhumane. Okay, this is actually my favorite tank of the game. The shield, the healing, the SP gain, the damage. In my opinion, this is a step up from Diechi Rodion. And it just hard counters bleed, because you have shield to absorb the bleed. It's beyond reliable. If you don't have this ID, I recommend making it a priority to get during Walpurgis, because it will help you out in everything you want to do. Kurokumo Ryoshu. This ID took me forever to get. I'm going to put it in B because it looks cool, but I genuinely... Where did it go? I genuinely forgot what this thing did. Because I just be using red eyes all the time. And other bleed IDs like Chef Ryoshu, who's kind of a letdown. I don't like how skill 3 clashes worse than skill 2. But your damage is okay. I'll give this one A tier. It's not the worst thing ever. The shotgun is so cool. Or rifle, whatever it's supposed to be. But you're bad. I'll give you B, but you're really cool though. Maid Ryoshu, come on, son. This is a S tier. Especially in Mirror Dungeon, you're just spamming AoEs and doing damage. You got an evade too. You're reliable. And my first, well, I think this is like either my first or second with along with R Corp, Heathcliff, W Ryoshu. Back when I got like the 2 best season 3 IDs first thing. So the game wasn't too hard for me ever. But yeah, I gotta give it respect. Unlike this ID is still good, kinda sorta. But W Corp Ryoshu actually still holds up and is a competent charge ID. Very easy to use still. You kinda gotta give R Corp Heathcliff a little bit of help for him to really do great. But W Corp does not have that issue. Alright, the Don Quixotes. Don Quixote. Blade Lineage, an OG ID. It's not horrible. It's funny looking. I'll give it a B. Obviously, that's a B spot. I mean, come on now. Base Don Quixote, we could get this one a C. W Corp. She kind of kills herself, but she also kills other people and has crazy clash power when she has charge. You kind of get bricked if you don't have the charge and have skill 3. But I'll give it an S regardless. Index Don Quixote. This ID is absurdly strong. All the index ones are. But yeah. I don't know how that ID cannot be S, anything lower than S tier. Speaking of Queen of Hatred, this is some demented ID. Like, especially when you get that big AoE, you're doing too much. On blunt teams, this thing is number 1 all the time. Speaking of being number 1 on certain teams, Blood Fiend, manager of La Mancha Land, Don Quixote. Bleed, Pierce, this thing's probably on top. Like, it's absurd. But the best Don Quixote ID out of them all, Chinese Don Quixote. Don't even comment saying this is not the best Don Quixote ID. The damage, the dodge, the poise, the burn, a porn ID. It's good old reliable. Never ever has let me down. This one has let me down though. Like, what is this ID even supposed to do, man? Like, the damage in Clash is just so low. It's always such a letdown. Even in its own time, it was a letdown. Has a great design though, so I'll give it a C. The sheep, I just like sheep. That's the only reason I'm going to put it in S tier. Middle. Now I did a video on my main channel where I use only middle Don Quixote's counter, and she does. She's pretty good, but not amazing though. I also don't like her design that much. Just basic middle jobber. Cool middle IDs are here now. Like Sinclair's is not bad. Heathcliff. You can even argue Ishmael's, but I just don't like her design, and she's okay. She doesn't fit on a lot of teams either, which is a letdown. So I'll put her on C. This ID, you can lead to. She's a clip farmer. That's all she is. She has one of my least favorite designs. I don't even know what those T-Corp guys are supposed to be, but they're lame. Like robots? I don't know. But yeah. Her skill 3 is just designed to help you farm clip. And it is really cool when you hit them. And just like the tremor burst goes off like 800 times. And you get like 30,000 damage. But those moments, to be honest, are few and far between. Take a lot of setting up to do. And I just don't like the rest of the identity at all. And now that we have a other time mortanium, I forget what it is called, but the same effect where you stop the time for a bit to stack up your damage to come out all at once. Now that we have another one of those IDs, I prefer that one more, even if this one's really straightforward. Lantern, I like the design of the ID a lot. It's not horrible. I'll put it A, because why not? A. N Corp. E. This ID does not. Well, I like the big hammer. D. This ID has a big hammer. She. I just gotta get a D. I don't think I never got my way to use this thing. And at last, the final one, Faust. Base Faust. C, I guess. D, I guess. I don't know. Who cares about base Faust? Not me. I don't like her passive, so. Index Faust S. This ID is pretty good, and it is a cool index proselyte. Index is my. It's probably my favorite finger, like design faction wise. Obviously, Reen has good how they all look really cool, except for Pinky, who like doesn't have like a set appearance. But you know, the blindfold, the whole white cloak thing. She's pretty cool, and she's really strong. Her passive is really good too. So I'll give her an S. Wuthering Heights, this ID is underrated. Same with Maid Ishmael, underrated for sinking count with ego gifts. If you have the grandeur ego gift, these two get the job done pretty well. Things about her that make it a little bit worse. You have the Echoes of the Manor effect, which is pretty useful. But you have a 4-coin skill 3 that kind of can stop your sinking snowballing sometimes. You're overall just kind of weak in HP and clash power, meaning if you can't hit them, then you can't get the sinking applied. But aside from that, she's still pretty good. Not as much damage as Maid Ishmael, but I'll put her A too. An idea I used for a long time, I still think is usable. I'm not a sweat, so I don't use a lot of these IDs because, like, oh, they're the best, they're the most efficient. I just use them because I like them. Like, all these guys in S, I use them because I like them, even if they're not, like, Arcorp Heathcliff. I'll make a team with Arcorp Heathcliff because he's cool. Even if he's not, you know, who's like full stop here. Like, sure, he's no full stop, but he's still fun to use, and I'm not suffering as much as I am if I were using somebody like Vampire Hunter Han Lu, where I just can't get anything done. If you can still get stuff done, the ID's usable and fun. Some IDs are just so bad where even if you like them, it's just you can't get to like anything past 4 or 5 in the mirror dungeon with them, because at that point they're just there to die or spam ego. Kamikaze Faust. C. I don't like Alyssa that much. I hate the abnormality. I hate this ID because you kill yourself with it. It's not even my favorite Faust burn ID. Or when I'm using burn teams, I don't use Faust, rather, is what I meant to say. It's just overall a bad ID in my eyes. I don't like it very much. I could even... But it is like... It does do damage, kind of, sort of, so I'll put in D. I just wish the Empowered Skill 3 was more reliably strong. That's all. Malfaust, I mean... The issues I have with the Hay shows is that a lot of them just look too samey for me. But this is the Talisman Sinclair Killer. I'll just put in S. And Faust is an S though. I love this ID, man. You get nails. You get the that effect that makes Lust and Pierce do more damage. So I like to pair this one with Le Manager Don Quixote. And you can do some crazy stuff. And she wins Clash. She's not horrible. She's another ID where her skill 3 is weaker than her skill 2 in Clash power. Kind of annoying. But skill 2 is still really strong. And she can do so much damage. 7 Faust. I like hardly ever use this ID, so I'll just put it in C. This ID... very strong in the start, kind of fell off for me. I believe she's still the best ID she has for Tremor, unless I'm forgetting someone. Yeah, she is. So, she's great for Tremor, and if you want to use Everlasting, then this is obviously the ID you're using. I'll give it A. Well, I'll give it A. No, I'll give it S. Because I do like Regret. The Ego Gear, Ego Suit. This Wave Faust is an easy A for me. This ID is fun to use. You can see her right there in that sliver. This Wave Faust has like decent defense capabilities for what she is, a season 1 2-star, but she could apply defense up, apply it to herself, and those IDs are fun to me. Same way this way Gregor's an S or A. I forget where I put him. S. Multi-crack Faust, and it's a really whatever ID. She looks cool. I'll give her that. But Regret Faust does the mask theme. This one just looks cool, so I'm gonna give it A. But like the kit wise, it's like S tier looks and like B tier usage for me. This ID, L Corp Survivor Remnant, that skill 3 is absurd, man. Like, you can win clashes very well. The only problem is you're kind of a mirror dungeon merchant because you need to spam skill replace. It also means you need to spam skill replace instead of your other IDs. So she isn't that good, but fun to use. I'll put her in B. Plum Blossom, also known as Blade Lineage Faust. This one is fun for crit teams, but not very amazing. I'd rather use Index Proselyte now, especially. Still a great design. I love the design. I love the Plum Blossom effect. Herself, she's okay. She can do okay damage. Her Clash power is a little bit lacking. But I'll give her an A overall. I would say she isn't quite there to S. This is the last one, W Corp, freaking D tier. So yeah, I'll just get. I don't even know why I bother showing this because you can't read this. But yeah, here's the tier list. Haven't used these guys at all, really. And if you could decipher this, this is what I think. So yeah.